Hey. I think that's a little too bright. I had to clean my glasses off, y'all. So, this is not the reading segment. This is the conversation segment, the therapeutic conversation segment. So, I just wanted to discuss some topics on here before I actually did, before I actually tap into the readings, which I'll do later. Um, One of the topics that I'm gonna talk about both of the topics, but the first one I'm gonna talk about is religion versus spirituality, and why it's a war between religion and spirituality when it doesn't have to be, and why is it why is it different? Why are they different? From each other. Um, the next topic I'm gonna talk about is okay. With this topic, I will not reveal any work companies. I will not reveal any employees. Okay. I'm just going to talk about the topic itself, which is upper management, abuse from upper management, um, and things like that. So I don't know if you experienced it or not, but I know, it's people out there who can relate. So with that being said, we're gonna definitely get started. Welcome y'all. So religion versus spirituality. Hi. Um, so as I'm talking, I'm looking up things as well. So I'm gonna be really helping y'all out. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't wanna butcher it. I don't wanna butcher it. You gotta get off here. You gotta go. I'm not talking to you. No, I'm on my podcast. Okay, so religion versus spirituality. So religion, it states that religion is associated with organized beliefs, practice, rituals, and institution. Now, highlighting the word rituals. Now let's fast forward, like, because I'm jumping the gun. We gave the religion definition. Now we're finna get the spirituality definition. Spirituality is a personal quest for inner peace and connection with someone larger than oneself, while religion often rules and spirituality is one individualized and not confined to specific beliefs. So that's the difference. Religion, you're confined to a belief. Spirituality, you're not confined to a belief. You're more so open minded. Now, let's go back and to highlight the rituals. The word rituals was seen in religion, not spirituality, but it should have been seen in spirituality because that's what some people practice too. It's something called a practitioner. That's what is used when you're a practitioner. Rituals. Now, why was this word in religion? Because they do that too. They do it too. The holy water. What you think holy water is? Okay. So it's a lot of people and I chose to I'm gonna talk about why I chose to talk about this topic because this probably is gonna ruffle some feathers like show enough. Okay. Um I always see people come in my chat room. Either they're putting uh either they're putting Bible scriptures up. I don't mind those. I don't mind the scriptures. I don't mind the scriptures. I was on last night and I actually seen someone put Romans 23 up. I don't mind the scriptures. Matter of fact, I'd rather you put the Bible scriptures in there. I'd rather you put Bible scriptures in my chat room than try to tell me about God. Try to tell me about Jesus. It's like you're forcing something. I feel like a religion, rather religion or spirituality. It don't matter. You can rock with both sides. You can rock with one side. It don't matter. Everybody is loved. Okay, everybody is loved, and I'm spiritual, so why should I force my uh confined or whatever it said? Why should I force my beliefs? I'm just gonna put it that way. Why should I force my specific beliefs onto you if you're a religion? If you practice religion, why should I make you feel uncomfortable by arguing and debating with you? Oh, but this is like this, and you should do this, and and you should see things clearer than that because no, that's forceful. Like I feel like that's a calling. That's what you have a calling for. So whether you're religious or spiritual, you have a calling for both. Okay, that's the one and the same right there. One and the same. You have a calling for both. Some people have a calling for just religion. Some people have a calling for just spirituality. Some people have a calling for both. Okay, you could come into this world. I had a friend girl, or I have a friend girl. She was spiritual first, but now she's more religious. She said she came into this world feeling spiritual. Now that makes sense. But now she want to practice her religion side because she feels a calling towards her religion. I'm more spiritual right now. So why am I going to try to disown her or make her feel a certain kind of way because she's studying the Bible? I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't have no only fans, and you need to get your only out of here. You're lucky I'm having the conversation that I'm having. I just okay, but a lot of I noticed that like it happened a lot in my family too. Um, when I was um little, religion was somewhat forced upon me. Like it was like, okay, you wake up, we go every Sunday you go to church, Bible study, Wednesdays, programs, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays. Um, I was young, so of course I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, it was either do that or get in trouble. So, but a lot of people don't find the spirituality part of life until they get grown, till they get older, and they venture out. Now the thing about the young people is that they're blessed to find both. They're blessed to find both, what rather than my generation. I'm gonna say it like that. My generation, you heard more about the religious side of everything. Um, Here it is. I'm gonna read a little. I'm gonna read to y'all a little bit about religion, and then I'm gonna read to y'all a little bit about spirituality. Now it says religion is an institution. So religion, you can actually go to school for. You can go to school to be a minister. Some people call that a preacher. Um, and amongst other things like priests, priestess. Um, I can't think what else right now, but I'm not seeing the names either. But it says religion is an institution established by a man for various reasons. Exert control, instill more morality, strokes egos, or whatever it does. Organized structured religions are, organized structured religions all but remove God from the equation. You confess your sins to clergy, clergy member, go to elaborate churches to worship, are told what to pray and when to pray it, what to pray and when to pray it. All those factors remove you from God. Now, this is the little, I'm reading a little passage. This ain't my words. I'm reading something. It says, and I'm gonna read it right back to you how it's worded. You confess your sins in clergy member to a clergy member. Excuse me. I ain't see that. To a clergy member, go to elaborate churches to worship, are told, then that's what they're saying. That's why they saying that, are told, then you are told what to pray and when to pray it. That's why they say more, that's why they say spirituality is more of an open-minded thing, because it's your choice. It's your choice. It's not forced upon you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say anything bad about religion. Ain't nothing bad about religion. You can praise who you want to praise, worship who you want to worship. Um, no offense taken, none whatsoever. But it says spirituality born in a person and develops in the person. So what the difference is, spirituality can be developed versus, but it can be learned too, though. That's the thing. Spirituality can be developed and learned, and religion is the same thing. That's why I'd be like, why are we beefing? Why are we beefing? We pretty much doing the same thing. The only difference is one's more forced upon than the other one. But then you have certain people. Now it's certain people, keyword people, have different mindsets. Now you do have some people of the spirituality community that tries to no, that ain't right. The great debaters. That's what I like to call them, the great debaters. You got some spiritual people, they like to debate against the religious people, the religious people, and then the religious people will debate against them. And I'm like, y'all arguing, but you coming to the same conclusion, that the higher power exists no matter what. That you're going to be blessed and highly favored no matter what. that you need to look around you and be thankful for what you got, no matter what. They teach the same thing. Drop some balls. Boy, don't put me on the spot. But let me see where I was at because I got happy in that moment. Spirituality is born. Is it born? Okay, and it develops. It may be kick started. It may be kick started by a religion, or it. Yep. And see, that was mine. That mine was kick started. Mine was kick started. Um, by religion, or it may be kick started by a revelation, which you hear about that in religion, the book of Revelations. Okay. So something that occurred in the book of Revelations led you down your spiritual path. Like, you heard that doorbell. Here we go. Confirmation. Okay. Being spiritual to me is more that this is what somebody wrote. Being spiritual to me is more important than and better than being religious. Now that's a opinion. That ain't no fact. That's an opinion. Now we gotta learn how to decipher the facts from opinions too. Um, but it said religion can be anything that a person is practicing um, within its desires. Spirituality, on the other hand, is defined by God. Since religion is man defined, religion is a manifestation of the flesh. Now, that to me, I ain't even gonna lie, that part to me sounds like an opinion. That part to me sounds like an opinion, but I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna let that long. But spirituality is defined by God and is a manifestation of his nature. True spirituality is, and this is religion. This is on the religious side. This ain't even, I ain't even got to the spiritual side yet. Um, it says true spirituality is something that is found deep within oneself. It is your way of loving, accepting, and relating to the world and people around you. It cannot be found in a church or by believing in a certain way. Now, boom, let me highlight this so I know where I'm at because I be losing my place a lot. Now, the fact that they said it cannot be found in a church or by believing in a certain way. Now that's spirituality, but I feel like that with religion too. Um, if you are religious, do you necessarily have to be in the building every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and so forth? Do you really have to be somewhere specific to find God, to praise his name, to read the Bible, to understand and understand a lot of stuff that went on AD, BC, the book of Genesis? Do you have to be in the building to learn the book of Genesis, the chapters, the beginning, the Alpha and the Omega? Do you have to be in the building to learn all that? No, you don't. You don't. So the point I'm trying to make is, why are we judging? And in the Bible it says what? Judge not, but be judged. So letting you know that you're gonna be judged. Along the way, you're gonna be judged for your beliefs, no matter what they are. You're gonna be judged. Okay? If you hold a spoon wrong, you're gonna be judged. Especially social media. Hey, y'all seen social media lately? Like you can't do nothing no more. And celebrities, They can't do anything anymore without being judged. They are one of the first people to be judged. So I want to get into the part where it says problematic distinctions between religion and spirituality. This is one principal problem with attempts to separate religion from spirituality. Boom. This got my attention right here. Is that the former, excuse me, is saddled with everything negative, while the latter is exalted with everything positive. And this is leading me to talk about, now don't get me wrong, but this is leading me to talk about a chapter. I'm just gonna say a chapter in the Bible that talks actually speaks about tarot reading and all that. But they didn't say it. They said fortune teller. That's the words that they used back then. They used fortune teller, and one of I don't want to say characters, but one of the people in the Bible believed in fortune telling. He believed this fortune teller that actually told his fortune, and now because of that, maybe he was misled, maybe he wasn't. I remember kind of skimming through that topic right there, that chapter. So I can't tell you what chapter it was. I want to say the name, but I don't want to be wrong because I'm too far in my head right now. So I'm not even going to do that. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And that chapter today got a lot of people really judging people spiritual acts and what they do and what they practice. And a lot of spiritual readers are looked at like, you're bad, you're bad, you're bad, you should be shunned, you bad, you're going to hell, you're bad. Well, I got news flash for you. We already in it. It said hell on earth, didn't it? We experiencing. Look around. Everything, almost everything that was talked about, if not everything, in the book of Revelations is going on now. Why do you think this? Why do you think that is? Because we are experiencing hell on earth. I told you, my doorbell don't ring unless it's a confirmation. Now, what was I? This is a total self-serving way of approaching the issues, and something you only hear from those who describe themselves as spiritual. You never hear a professed religious person offer such definitions, and it's disrespectful to religious people to suggest that they would remain in a system with no positive characteristics whatsoever. Another problem with attempts to separate religion from spirituality is the curious facts that we don't see outside America. Why are people in Europe either religious or I ain't never heard that, irreligious, but let me click on that, see what it means. Indifference. Indifference or hostility marks irreligion. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So how do I get back? Hold on, y'all. Cause that's why I won't be wanting to click on stuff. Okay, let me get back to it. All right. So here it is. Okay. So yeah, I was on this. No, I wasn't on that. What is now? Now? Dang, I shouldn't have clicked on that. I should have just looked it up on my own time. Hold on, y'all. Was on the road. Now I'm off of it. Cause in a minute I'm gonna have to end this and talk about the work community. Okay, that's what I was on. Okay, I think we back on track now. I think maybe not. I ain't finna waste no time, no more time. But I see uh um I want to call it a parody, but I don't know if I'm saying the right thing or not. But I see a diaphragm to where spirituality is on one side and religion is on another side, and it says on spirituality side it says spirituality allows you to discover the truth, inclusive karma, self discovery. Now allows you to discover the truth. I feel like that's the same with religion. That's the same with religion. See, you got to decipher in that good book where the truth lies. The truth lies in that book too. I ain't finna knock that. Now you read the Bible and you read it to your fullest um what's the word? Understanding or whatever. That's not the word I was wanting to use, but we gonna use it for right now. You'll see it's some truth to it. It's some truth to it, but you'll see it's false. You'll see where the false lies too. So it says religion right here tells you what is true and false. But it says spirituality allows you to discover the truth. Religion tells you what is truth and what is false. Now, why are you telling me? Why not let me find out? Okay, exclusive punishment and dogmatic rules. Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that, thou should not. It's one in there, thou shalt honor their mother and father. Thou shalt honor their mother and father, but you got some situations where your mother and your father didn't honor you. So, and that's I'm not even gonna go there. That's a long topic. I think that's a topic I want to talk about too. Abuse. I talked about abuse earlier on from a lover. I want to talk about abuse from the parents and how that really could take a heavy turn, in your world. Like it really can it can hurt you and then it can better you in so many ways. It just depends on how you look at it. um uh okay, spirituality, it says it's opposite, is no rules. You listen to your intuition. There's no rules, you listen to your intuition. You follow your heart. um I think in religion you can do that too, though. I think you can. That's why I think both matches. That's why I think both go hand in hand, because if you know the spiritual side of things, that might make you an excellent religious person, because now you can decipher the truth from the lies. I think you'll be, excuse my language, but a badass. you know? Man, like, I think that's a good thing. And like I said, I am guru. Okay. The street therapist, guru, spiritual guru healer. I do not judge. I do not place judgment. But do people place judgment on me? Yes, they do. Do I always like it? No, I don't. I don't. Um, but then again, that's their opinion. That's their opinion. I'm not gonna do nothing to prove them wrong or right. Um, because I'm comfortable with who I am. And that's just today. I haven't always been like that. I haven't always been like that. Trust me. But we're gonna move on because it's 30 minutes or so per section. And I want to kind of get y'all opinions that the people in the chat room, I want to kind of talk to y'all as well. But I'm gonna tell y'all some stories about this workplace abuse. Um, what I've been through and how you can how you can get through it. I'm gonna give you some laws too. Well, first thing first, we got to read this definition so you can decipher on your own time what abuse is, and are you experiencing that. It says workplace abuse. Workplace abuse refers to behavior that causes workers emotional or physical harm. It can take various forms, including verbal abuse, excuse me, harassment, discrimination, bullying, violence. Now, this is what they talk about when they hire you. Now, I'm talking about the 9 to 5 jobs now, y'all. This is what they're talking about when they hire you. They make you sign the little papers. They even make you look at the videos and stuff. And they talk about this. Now, when you go into the work field, it's a whole different ball game. All that stuff you just learned and read and signed on that paper go out the door. Okay. Which is one of the reasons why I don't really agree with a 9 to 5. Okay. But we're gonna keep going. Um, so now that you know verbal abuse, harassment, discrimination, bullying, violence. Okay, let me tell you something about discrimination. Discrimination is hard to prove unless you got a witness. I always know that discrimination is hard to prove. That's one of the hard to prove cases, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Now you can do it, but you gotta have your facts together. And they don't tell you that for no reason. Okay. Now, let me get down to the stories. So I had again, I will say I will not reveal any companies. I will not reveal any workers, okay? For the disclosure of my company and theirs. I'm not gonna reveal that, but I will tell you the stories. I will tell you some things that I went through and I experienced, and other people probably can relate to too. Now, I was a team leader for a certain foreign company. That's all I'm gonna say, foreign company. Um, I was a team lead for this foreign company, and I was younger, wasn't paying attention to actually why I was picked. Okay, let's get that. Let's why I was picked. Let's get that right here. Harassment. Um, I and though I didn't really experience the harassment. I experienced more of the verbal abuse. Um, I was a worker and transformed to a team lead within a week. At first, I was thinking, well, darn, I just know how to do my job good. No, it was a motive behind that transformation. See, when you transform to team lead, from team lead to assistant manager, from assistant manager to supervisor, from supervisor to whatever else that's higher, oh, it's levels. It's levels to it. It's levels to it. And it's a reason behind every transformation. When I was team lead, I did my best. I did the best that I could. That was my first time being team lead, so I always had a notepad with me. I was learning new things. I am the type of person, if I'm learning something new, I like to study upon it, okay? Because I'm out here telling people how to do this and how to do that. I first of all, I need to know how to do this and how to do that, because second of all, I wasn't a regular employee for long enough. I was only a regular employee for a week, okay? So it's only one me. Y'all adding more people to the process. So the more people that you add as team leaders, the more that team leader got to train. I was the only team lead for 20 people. No, that's not a lot, but that's a lot for one person. Okay? So, but my job on in their eyes and their ears, my job was to get them out of here, find some dirt on them and get them out of here. Now, when I got told that, it was this that really was distasteful, because now I'm looking at this company different, and I'm like, these people need their jobs. They got the job for a reason. Why should I get them out of here? Like, I mean, why did you hire them? You know, if you want me to be a supervisor, you should pay me more. So, I mean, right? So, I didn't do that. I was fair. I chose to be fair. And because I chose, long story short, because I chose to be fair, because I chose to actually make sure the person knew how to do the job, so they wouldn't be rolled upon, so they wouldn't be harassed, so they wouldn't be verbally abused, so they wouldn't be discriminated, bullied, or even something such as violence happening or whatever, or feel some type of way. You know how somebody feels some type of way because you're doing something to them, trying to provoke that person, and sometimes it could lead to violence. Helping them really understand and understand the meaning of why they're there to work in the first place, confirmation, helps out a lot. It helps cleans a lot of things up. So I was doing that, and because I was doing that, we don't like your work. We don't like your work. So I tell you what we gonna do for you. We gonna demote you. Then you had other team leads who I will not reveal. Other team leads barely knew what they was doing, didn't really know how to speak up for themselves, was getting verbally abused, was afraid to speak up because they were afraid to lose their job, afraid that their paycheck was going to be stopped. And then you got the other ones, the favorite ones. Oh, I do what I want. Oh, I like this person. Harassment. I like this person, so I'm gonna give them a little bit more attention. But then you got people like me, really about their business. So it's like, okay, that was a hard pill to swallow. It really hurt me because I really liked my position. But then I really got a dose of reality. And I was like, dang. So that's how people get on top, by doing what they're told. I'm not a person of order. I'm not a person of order. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like authority. I don't like authority, which is why I work hard to make my business what it is. My business is my business. I ain't got to listen to nobody if I don't want to. I ain't got to go to the bathroom at a certain time. I ain't got to clock out at a certain time. No offense to the hard working 9 to 5 people that got to grind, that got to get out here. You got to do what you got to do until you don't got to do what you got to do no more. You can lay back, chill, whether that's retirement or something else, you know. No, no, no shade to y'all. Salute. I salute you. I salute a person that can get up at the same time damn near every day and wake up and wake up and be repetitive every day. Like an NPC every day. Faithfully. Going to work, taking that cruelty. Another thing I want to touch bases on, because the last 10 minutes of this show, I want to get y'all honest opinions and things like that. Another thing I want to touch bases on is, just because you're a part of upper management don't mean you can disrespect. Don't mean you can disrespect the regular workers. Come on now. Come on now. Just think, everything's a domino effect. If you a company, you teamwork get the dream, teamwork make the dream work, right? Teamwork make the dream work for the founder. So that's why, see, the founder is never a part of the company. Once you're a founder, you're off doing other things. You're off trying to promote your company. You got to hire people up under you to run the business. So now, because the founder is never around, or the CEO isn't hardly around, now you got workplace violence, workplace bullying, what I like to say, bullying. Like, oh yeah, my check a little more than yours, so I could talk to you like you a crab at the bottom of the barrel. That's that's irresponsible and unprofessional. And that's how you get revolving doors. You ever heard that saying, oh, that company got revolving doors? It's because their upper management is bullying 9 times out of 10, making the workers feel like they're slaves. They're a slave for the check. But you don't supposed to make your worker feel like that. You don't supposed to make the worker feel like that as upper management, because you are there to teach, and as well as you're there to learn yourself. You are learning yourself. It's somebody higher than everybody. So why are you're taught, like I witnessed people being taught to any kind of way, and people being set up. Oh, go see if so and so will file for that. Oh yeah, it get rough. Go see if so and so will file for that, and if he or she do, we got them. We got them. Be plotting to get you out the door. Don't even know you. Don't even know you, and coming in and abusing you because they mad because they see potential in you. You might be trying to take my job. Oh, I always love to tell those kind to shove it right where you see it. Shove it. Um, a lot of things that's supposed to be enforced, like let's say you do go tell the supervisor that some things are happening. Oh, it's something happening. Let's say you are a good worker. You come to work on time. You're never late. You're never out unless something really is going on with you. You ain't hardly missed no days. Because that's all they care about. That's why I keep talking about attendance. That's all they care about. You be here rain, sleet, snow, sick, hurt for us. All halfway dead, croaked over for us. But what do you get in return besides your check? So you go and tell authority that maybe your coworker is making you feel uncomfortable, or maybe it's something to where you don't understand. Oh, I don't understand how to do this. Can you help me? Can you train me a little more? Now you are as work law, as workers workplace law. You is workers composition, I think it's called. You are ordered to not sign anything, not sign off on anything until you get it. Don't you know, in the state of South Carolina, you still would get fired for that. Now, I'm no lawyer. I am no lawyer. I'm just reading what I look up. You still will get fired for that. Yes, because they're gonna look at you like, okay, you're holding up the line, you're holding up the pace. Um, dang, what they call that? They call it it depends on what you're doing. It depends on your job, what you're doing, but it's something pertaining to production. And it makes you have a bad rep. It makes you have a bad rep. It makes other companies look at you like, oh no, you don't comprehend good. That ain't good. And you just ask for extra help because you want to make sure that you're doing your job right. Maybe one day you become a team lead. Maybe one day you become something higher, and you want to make sure that people know how to do their job properly. What is wrong with that? But you get bullied for that. You do. You get bullied for that. And a lot of upper managements, they don't have patience. They don't have patience. They get these positions, they get paid certain amounts of money, and then they just the niceness goes out the door. The niceness goes out the door and the mask comes off. You start meeting who's really who. And that to me is that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Um, I've had workers, not workers, but well, yeah, we are workers, but upper management just stare. They just stare at you, talk about you, let you know they talking about you. Don't even hardly know you, and they just staring at you, talking about you, laughing. I'm like, that's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. You at this point, you should be a regular employee. If you're going to act like that, a lot of like I said about the patience, a lot of people ain't got no patience. They get that higher check, they ain't got no patience with you. They don't want to do their job. They want you to do it for them. Matter of fact, they'll try you too. If you're a regular worker, then some of them team leads will try you too. Oh, train this. We need you to train them. That's not in my job description. But then they say they can fire you for that too. They don't like when you tell them that's not a part of your job description, because you know what that tells them to you? Oh, she's smart. He's smart. Oh, you done did your background check. So now here come the bullying. Now here come the um subliminal discrimination. That's what I like to call it, subliminal discrimination, because that's the discrimination that you really, really, really got to prove. And you really got to fact check. And you really got to know what you're talking about. It's all about how can you prove this? And it's getting worse. That's why you got to be on your P's and Q's. If you're going to work a 9 to 5, man, know the basics at least. Know the basics. Know what to do, when to do. Use your discernment. Please use your discernment. Whatever you do, whoever you are. Um, I want to get, because I know some people in the chat. I want is y'all I want y'all to tell me some stories. Tell me how you feel. This is shine a spotlight on y'all for a minute. Tell me how y'all feel about all the topics that has been discussed. I do not judge whatsoever, and we will not be distasteful towards one another. We just each one teach one right here. So as well as y'all can listen to me, I can listen to y'all. So if somebody has a story they like to tell, or a opinion they like to give, you can go ahead. You can do that. Um, This is the time. So I take it everybody shy, huh? Nobody has a story. Nobody has a story. With that being said, I'm going to run this platform right here. Well, this is the same platform, but I will be doing more of these. I felt like even though I didn't get any reactions yet from y'all as far as like how y'all felt about the actual topic, um, I did get the support that I needed, the views, the likes. So I appreciate it. Um, I'll probably be doing this a lot more. It's a lot more therapeutic to just be open and open minded to what's going on. Feel free to tell me in the chat what y'all want to hear about next. I don't mind us, getting together. That's why I call it therapeutic conversations. I feel like we need therapeutic conversations at least once a week, if not, some of us need it more than that. But at least if you're gonna do it on the platform, at least once a week. I mean, that is actually refreshing. Um, so I do one-on-one sessions if y'all would like, some of y'all could be shy. You got a problem or something and you need someone to talk to and you feel like you can't talk to the people in your circle or the people around you, you can feel free to email me. My email is listed in my description box. I do listen, but I charge. Okay. I ain't even gonna lie. I do charge. You email me and I will email you my prices, um, as well as schedule the one-on-one sessions. Y'all can feel free to book anything else on my official website. Yes, I do have an official website. Y'all can check that out. In the section where is my picture, and then it's that more section. You click on the word more, MORE. Click on that and you find all my things you can click on. I heard somebody, well, I ain't hear nothing, but I seen somebody say something about music in the chat. So yeah, it's funny because I actually do have music on this on my platform as well, but it's in my website, Spotify and Apple Music. But amongst that, okay, you'll find that with the official website. Now my email you will find in my description box, which I think is linked to everything. I think that's linked to everything too. Then you click on more. Yeah, you can click on about and you'll see it. You'll see my email and for one-on-one session and prices. You'll see all that when you click on it. So, um, but I like how I did this, so we're gonna try to continue getting back into the streets therapist moment. Shout out to the people that was telling me to do this again, and the fact that they like hearing this from me and seeing this side of me. You know, I wish you love, peace, and light on your journey. Blessing, wisdom, serenity, clarity. So thank you for joining me. I have other platforms as well. I will be doing another all science reading, which will be coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern time, my time. Um, chakra healing, chakras. Okay, we're gonna be learning about the chakras and giving you chakra messages. So, or while giving you chakra messages. So, if you want to tune into that and you like those kind of things, please feel free to join me on that. My other platforms, that's TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is Spiritual Guru Healer, and Instagram is Spiritual Guru Healer 777. Okay. Until next time, love, peace, light, and tranquility and wisdom. Okay. I holla. Peace.